This video was brought to you by viewers like you. Consider supporting us on Patreon.
Yo, hey everybody, welcome back to another TKO Rants. Today, we're not on spaghetti. It's just cold outside. I fixed them, but it's just cold outside, so... Anyway, today we're doing another TKO Rants where it's just me sitting down. Hope you guys like it. If so, don't forget to fucking write it down in the comment section if you miss spaghetti, if you don't miss spaghetti. And anyway, yeah, this is, today... I just want to say welcome to TKO Rants for all of you new people. I'm guessing that a couple new people are going to come over after seeing the title for this video. And hi, my name's Sam. I've been in Japan for over 10 years. I speak, read, and write Japanese. And currently I'm just doing YouTube and teaching here in Japan. Yeah, anyway, you want to learn more about me, there's tons of details in the description down below. And also, I just want to say a huge disclaimer is that this is not fact-checked at all. This is just stuff that I'm going to be ranting about today that is based on my experience with TokyoLens and basically just stuff I found on the internet that could be hearsay, could be not. I want to share with you guys what I found online and what my opinions are about this. I'm not trying to bully somebody in any way. I'm just trying to, you know, this is a topic that somebody has been constantly bringing up in my live streams, and I don't know. I felt like I should make a video about it, and hi, Norm, I know you're going to watch this, so just want you to know, no hard feelings, buddy. I had to get this out. And also, yeah, big shout out to today's sponsor. Also, I want to just give a big shout out to today's sponsor, which is Nakano Shimbashi Guest House. This is the guest house that I currently live at, and it's very cheap, affordable, great location. And if you're looking for a place to stay for over a month in Japan, I highly recommend coming and checking them out. And yeah, just links down below, because Google AdSense doesn't pay shit, and all my videos keep getting demonetized. So, yay! Also, big shout out to all of you guys on Patreon who support me that way too. You know, you guys kick ass, and hot sex of the boobs. Anyway, yeah, so with that being said, let's get into, basically, who is TokyoLens? For all of you guys who are just here and you're like, what the hell is going on? Who is this guy? Well, my question to you is, do you like TokyoLens? If you don't know who he is, I'll put the link down to his videos in the description. You can go and check it out. But the question of the day is, bam! You know, what do you think of TokyoLens? Because that's what the whole video is. It's a rant opinion piece about this man who currently makes videos on YouTube. Now, just to give a little bit of context, I've been on YouTube for over probably 10 years now. I started it out as a hobby, and it wasn't really something I did seriously until about 2 or 3 years ago. And I still, you know, YouTube is fun for me. It's great. It helps me reach out to you guys. Currently, I'm living in a guest house where at least 6 or 7 of you guys that used to watch my videos or still watch my videos are here living with me right now. YouTube's great. YouTube's awesome. You get to meet so many cool people, and I don't know, I love telling a story. I love just, you know, basically just filming, video editing, jerking off, etc. You know, you know, it's I love YouTube because it gives me a platform to practice all these things. Except, of course, you know. But one of the things about being on YouTube is that when you are a YouTuber, you automatically kind of, you know, get in with all these other artists who are themselves YouTubers. Whether they like it or not, like, you know, you guys are connected in that way. Same thing with that, you know, when you come to Japan, if you meet another foreigner and you're a foreigner, it's kind of like you're automatically, if not friends, you're associates because you're in the same fucking thing together, you know? So, yeah, and, you know, it used to be on old YouTube that people could talk about other people and they wouldn't get in too much trouble about it. Now, I don't know. I know that the commentary landscape of YouTube is changing recently, but I don't know. I've always held off on doing these drama or at least opinion piece videos because I didn't want to be like that other asshole.
And hello there, morons. It's Victor. Give me a break, man. Give me a flick, man. Lost in Japan.
I didn't want to be like that guy who just does half his videos on drama and then fucking barbershops, you know? But with that being said, though, you know what? Like, I've held back on saying this shit for so long. I want to get it out, you know? Fuck it. Like, what's so wrong about having an opinion? As long as I state it's my opinion. Yeah, just, again, like, none of this is fact-checked. This is just shit that I found on the internet and my experiences. And anyway, TokyoLens. Who is this asshole? TokyoLens is this guy who, he vlogs with a really nice camera. That's all it is, basically. He's this guy who's like a wannabe Casey Neistat, a wannabe Peter McKinley. I don't know the guy. Basically, the guy who got inspired by Casey Neistat. He uses a really nice camera to vlog, kind of like what I'm doing right now. Yay! Hypocrisy. Woo! TokyoLens makes these semi-decent vlogs. Half of his first vlogs were just like him. It just seemed like he was just walking around with his camera, talking to himself, not showing off any parts of really Tokyo. Just like, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. And I know everyone needs to develop their own style or whatever, it's fine, but he's this guy who makes really good videos, and he, like, you know, this is like a sales sandwich, right? You know, you start with the compliments, work down to the bad stuff, and then give him a final compliment. But TokyoLens, he's known for being friends of all these other big YouTubers, like Charlotte in Japan and Abroad in Japan and all these different really kind of high-profile people. You know, he does videos where he doesn't really talk about his personal life. He always talks about some kind of like technology or like how much he loves Tokyo or that he's going on all these sponsored trips. You know, the guy definitely knows how to hustle. He knows how to get the sponsorships. He knows how to get in with the right connections. And his Japanese must be decent enough if he's getting, you know, to talk to all these people. So, you know, the guy is, he's not a loser in any aspect of that. Like, you know, he's got legit language skills. He's got legit filming skills. He's got legit, you know, social skills where he can be friends. He knows how to be friends with the right people, you know? But my issue with him is that he comes off very fake and lame, you know, like Casey Neistat, when he talks to the camera, I feel like he's talking to the camera the same way he would talk to, you know, somebody that just he met in the street that day or something. It doesn't feel like disingenuine or fake. And when I see TokyoLens, I just feel like a little, you know, like, you know, that guy, he's punching babies or something. You know, it's like, that guy, he's just so overly nice and positive. Like, hi guys, like, hey, it's kind of the same issue of Paolo in Japan. Which I'm going to make another video on Paolo in Japan eventually. If you guys like this video and you want me to do more videos like this, write down in the comments and I'll definitely consider roasting another person. But I don't know, I really just don't like his videos. He seems very kind of like he's putting out a fake personality there. Now, you know, I can't speak for myself, but when I've met other people or when other people have talked about me before, they're always like, Tkyosam is not a character. Tkyosam is a guy who you know, he's the same person on camera as he is in person. Now, I do have my introverted, extroverted moments. I mean, like, there are times where I just want to be left alone. I don't give a fuck, you know, about people. And then there's times where it's like, I really want to be sociable and stuff. But maybe it's just because I've been used to being a class clown my whole life, so I'm used to having people watch me to get laughs and just engaging them, etc. But, so maybe I'm more used to it than him. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with being positive. But when you come off as quote-unquote fake and gay about it, like, people aren't stupid, you know, they can pick up on that stuff. And yeah, I don't know, it's just for me, when I first met Norm, as far as I can recall, you know, Norm, feel free to call me out or change the whatever the fuck, tell me I'm wrong. It's the first time I think I can recall meeting Norm was that he came to the Tokyo Hanami, the YouTube Hanami party, which is a party that was started by a YouTuber named Tokyo Kuni. For all you guys who don't know Hanami, it's just there's flowers on trees and people get drunk on them, drunk under them in spring here in Tokyo. They're very, I don't know. It's a fun thing to do to celebrate winter being over and spring coming into season. And this YouTuber Tokyo Kuni started the YouTube Hanami. And then, I don't know if Norm ever came to any of Tokyo Kuni's ones, but I specifically remember Norm coming to, I think it was the 2015 or the first YouTube Hanami that after Tokyo Kuni left, he asked me to take over, and I did it for about a year or two. And then I remember the first year, though, that I was in charge, Norm came, and he came with his wife and kid, which is, it's cool. I didn't know who he was at the time, and he had brought the shamisen, and he was really nice and cordial to everybody. And, yeah, he seemed to be, like, there were other big YouTubers during that time there. So I think there was Charla, and then there's, like, Mira, and Rachel and Jun, and I can't remember other people. Other people were there too, though, right? And I remember he was talking to all these big profile people, including that asshole Jake Adelstein, the reporter. he ended up coming too, and he apparently knew Norm too. So, I was like, wow, Norm is like this guy who he plays the shamisen. So, in order to get proper shamisen, like the Japanese guitar, to get those lessons, he probably had to speak a good amount of Japanese in order to fucking listen to the instructions. So his Japanese must be good. His wife doesn't look like she speaks English, so cool, like, good for him. But so it's like I didn't have any. This was, I think, before he became a YouTuber, or like a serious YouTuber or whatever. So it's like I don't know. I didn't really feel anything. I was just like, oh, cool. That guy plays Japanese guitar, and he seems like a decent family guy, and he has friends of all these bigger up people. So cool. But I didn't really talk to him that much, as far as I can recall. But yeah, I mean, like, I think those were the only times I ever met him were at the YouTube Hanamis. And I don't know if he kept, like, eventually I think he would come and play shamisen with some other people as, like, what do you call it, like, as a performance kind of thing. And that was cool. I was like, hey, we got free entertainment, awesome, and this guy gets to shout himself out. It's a win-win. So, but and then it goes into, so, like, again, like, this is another part where it's like my opinion coming out, which is, Norm never said in his videos that he's a family man. He, like, when I watched his videos at first, I was like, oh shit, he got divorced with his wife, because he didn't show his family and his kid, and he kept only filming in this one tiny apartment looking area. And I was like, oh fuck, like, he got divorced or something. Like, oh man, fucking poor guy. Like, that guy seemed like a nice, genuinely decent dude. And and then apparently, I guess he's still married to his wife, and he just never included his family in the videos. Now, normally I'd be like, that's a shit move. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't pretend to be single online, just so you can. What is it? You shouldn't pretend to be single online when you do have a family, in general. But on YouTube in Japan, I understand, because if you're in Japan and you get a lot of Japanese viewers, Japanese people are the worst. They're worse than normal English speaking stalkers, because Japanese people will, if they can't get to you because you're a foreigner, it's hard to get to you, they'll try to get to your family. This happened with another YouTuber named Tokyo Brav. Tokyo Brav, he's one of my early viewers, and he has a channel now where he does a lot of, like, ultra 4K, ultra HD. He also has a Facebook channel called Hachiko District, and he runs it now with his girlfriend, but she's completely behind the scenes, because originally he would have her in his videos, and her fucking, like, she's from Saitama or something, and her ex high school classmates or whatever saw her in his videos, and they just doxed her. They just put all that information out there. So I understand if Norm's trying to keep that stuff out of the video, because he doesn't want his wife or his kid's identity to be put out there. But it kind of irked me that, like, I was like, well, life from where you're from, this gigantic fucking million subscriber plus YouTuber, he has his family, and he shows his kids, but he never shows his wife or whatever. I'm just saying, like, there's ways around this where you didn't have to be too obvious about it, And I don't know, it just, to me, it came off disingenuous that he's like, well, I don't want to, I'm single. Hot chicks hit me up with the DMs, Hey, this is Japan. Men cheat on their girlfriends all the time. Me too. There's no... I am not the best role model for this. I've cheated on almost every girlfriend I've dated. But I mean, hey, when in Japan, right? Do as the Romans do. That's a shit excuse. Whatever, you're gonna hate me, whatever, for you like it. It's just I'm just saying that it's at least I've never been disingenuous with you guys on YouTube about me when it comes to how I date women here, and I just feel like like I saw a tweet by Norm, and it's like, oh my god, hot chicks are messaging me in the DMs. This is weird, and I'm like, yeah, because you don't say that you have a family, you dumb shit. But I don't know. I could be wrong. But and he could just be making that up. I don't know. But again, I'm not gonna mention Norm's last name in this because I really hate YouTubers when they do that. It's like it's such low hanging fruit, and it's like only one step away from doxing. Where it's just like this is about me and my opinion about him, not about trying to get hate towards him. Again, this is just I have a similar opinion to other people, and I want to express it. That's all. I'm checking my notes here. I got notes here, and it says, again, Norm makes great videos. His filming is good, his cinematography is great. He's really, really improved over the years. But again, it's just this whole kind of thing where it's like I had a big issue with him at first because he was. Basically, I think what happened is that he's friends with Charlotte because he's Canadian, she's Canadian. I don't know how they connected, but they've been friends. And I remember Charlotte for a while. I wasn't watching her videos that much, but I mean, what is it? It's like I'm subscribed, but I don't watch. If that makes sense. It's like I just look at it's like on Facebook when you're scrolling down and you see the headline. You don't click on the headline, but you're like, okay, I know the headline. It's in my brain now. So I was noticing that Charlotte for a while was posting a lot about him in her videos, and I saw a tweet by her defending, basically he got called out for being like, dude, the only reason that you've had such big growth is because you got shouted out by Charlotte constantly for a while, and then Charlotte replied with like, oh yeah, well, maybe it could be just because he makes good content too, and of course this person wants to be friends with these people, so she's not being like, oh, shut up, bitch, shut up, bitch, you don't know anything, go back to maple syrup land, it's nothing like that, but, I don't know, I feel like, and I again, just for full discrepancy, I had about like a 5,000 to 10,000 subscriber boost because I'm friends with other big YouTubers, on here, and when they shouted me out, they brought a lot of their fans to me. I don't think they actually stuck around to watch the videos, but they subscribed, kind of like what I just did with Charlotte. So, I'm not angry about that. It's not a big deal. It is what it is, but it's just, what is it? I'm not judging him for that, but the thing is that, I don't know, I feel like there's an ego thing here, again, right? It's about maybe not how you are in person, but how you present yourself, and for me, it's like the thing with Norm that I feel, again, this is just feelies, it's not fact-checked or whatever, but it's like when him and Charlotte were constantly doing the collabs and stuff, it's like he would put out all this content like he had already garnered this huge hardcore following, and it seemed like he did have somewhat of a following, but it seemed very superficial to me. Like, if you guys notice, if you go to any of my fucking videos, they're usually talking about, either spaghetti, dad, question mark, or, talking about some kind of fucked up shit. I really like to talk about the raw, kind of not fun to talk about sometimes shit on my channel. The last video I uploaded was my friend Take, who's right over there, who, you can't hear him, he's being nice. Take, you're out of jail! Congrats! Yeah, the last video I did was on my buddy Take, who got released from jail after 20 days, 20 years, Take!
I'm 40.
How was the sex in prison? I don't know, ask them. Oh, snap. Yeah. And that video got demonetized, and it was an hour long, and some people might not like it for being that long, and YouTube certainly didn't like it enough to give me money for it, but, that video's important to me. My friend got thrown in jail for something that was not available for, misinformation pretty much by Japan's part, not just him. And so, I wanted to share that with you guys, and I feel like it's really helpful. But when I watch Norm's video, I feel like it's more like a shitty Kodak commercial, or something where it's it's like a commercial you would see for an airline, which is like just, hey, look at this nice fake bullshit. You know, I feel like there's no rawness to it, you know. Again, opinion, right? Personal opinion about people on the internets. You know, again, I could be wrong, but, you know, that was the thing that always kind of irked me about him. Or one of the few things that irked me about him was just that he got this shout out from a bigger YouTuber, and then it felt to me like he was just kind of being like, yeah, sup guys, we got our own fucking thing here now. And I know, like, I call my guys the Tkyosam fam, right? And, you know, but I don't know. Again, it's like going back to that whole fake and gay thing where it's like, you know, what's up, guys? Oh, God, what's up? I don't know. What the hell am I talking about? Anyway, let's jump into the other part where it's like, so doing some research on this, again, like, it took basically less than an hour of just looking, and I found this website called Pretty Little Liars, and I've known about this website for a while because when my sushi video came out, these guys on this forum, it's basically a forum full of women. I'm pretty sure it's mostly women. Maybe 20% are dudes or something, because there's, you know, dudes I can't see caring this much about, like, female vloggers, and the whole thing is basically just, the whole forum is just, I'm surprised it hasn't been shut down, because it's just it's spreading rumors and all this fake shit about all these people that are online, and it's a great place full of people that are respectful, make money, and have great family lives, and are totally you know, fulfilled spiritually and mentally in their lives, and and I'm being facetious. But anyway, I always took that website with a grain of salt. I didn't care. When my sushi video came out, I was a little pissed off that their channel or whatever, their website was like the second thing that showed up after, was it? They're basically, their forum was the second, what is it? Like the second search result of when you looked up Tkyosam. And so when this sushi roll video came out, all these people that spoke English would Google that, and then they went on there and they found all these fucking obviously super obvious just fake rumors about me, which is fine because, you know what, I'll let you know a little secret. In my thing there, I wrote half of those things about me. What? Don't get angry at me. I just I wanted to create buzz, and I'm the kind of guy that I don't really care if you're talking shit about me nowadays. Like, I think it's funny. Like, what is it? There's no such thing as good press, right? If people are talking about you, even if they hate you, hate lasts for only such a short amount of time, you know? But love is forever. And, but you gotta spark it with hate first. So, you know, I was on that forum, and, I was looking at they have, like, this long thread about TokyoLens. And most of the time, I don't, you know, like, what is it? Like, they could post shit or whatever, and you couldn't tell if it was maybe photoshopped or whatever, you know, like, you don't know 100%. But from what I saw on their thread about TokyoLens, the thing that caught my eye, so to speak, I don't give a fuck about them finding out where he used to live, or, you know, what the fuck, or where he used to work for. I don't care about that. What I cared about, that I saw, was that he apparently had a sock puppet account named Tokyo Rants. You know, Tokyo Rants. And so, at first I'm like, yeah, but how can you prove that's him? But then, apparently, like, thanks to the autism detective network on the internet, they, from what I saw, now, again, this could just be really, really good people at photoshopping or whatever, but it seemed like a lot of these snippets could prove that he knew, like, that this was legitimately him. Now, why is this a big deal? Or why did I care? Because when I had my sushi video, basically, for all of you guys who don't know, I made a sushi video that was a little popular, like a year or two ago, that pissed off a lot of people. And there weren't that many people that were harassing me on Twitter. There's a lot of people calling me out on Reddit, but I have a Reddit account, but I never check Reddit, so, like, I didn't care that anyone was talking bad about me there. As if it came back and it funneled back to me for getting views, then awesome. But on my Twitter, I check my Twitter almost every day, And this one guy called the Tokyo Rants, and I remember him because he had like an orange icon or whatever. It was like an orange like Japanese Shinto shrine gate or something, and I really liked that picture. And this asshole just kept harassing me for like a whole week straight. And normally it's fine, but like it was taking up more of my feed than the actual stuff that I wanted to, check on my updates for. So I eventually had to block him, and I don't block people on Twitter ever. Like that was like one of the first people I can honestly recall that I blocked on Twitter. Most people, they just say something mean and then they move on. So but this guy was constantly being like, "Yeah, fuck you, you fat fuck," blah blah blah, kill yourself, etc. etc. And I was just like, dude, like I'm tired of having to fucking. Like, I was like, why did you tell me this man love me? I'm sorry, Dad, and I blocked him. And, but I saw his name pop up again on this forum, and they were able to prove that, like, that his Google Chrome account is connected to that Japan Rants account, but also, like, through, like, the Japan Rants apparently had a website that also went with it, and then on top of it... if you look at the, basically after all this information came out, the Tokyo Rants Twitter privated itself because it's like, oh shit, people can actually look at my past. And so what happened is that they were able to get snippets of his conversation from the Tokyo Rants account with people like Charla and, I don't know, other people that he knew that he's friends with. So they were like, oh yeah. They're talking of like similar to what they talk like right now on his TokyoLens account. Again, this isn't a big deal. You can have that, but apparently that Tokyo Rants account on Twitter, that he wasn't only harassing me, he was harassing other YouTubers, specifically female YouTubers. And the thing is that you guys can talk as much shit as you want about me, but the only time I can recall that I've made troll accounts has been to troll. And not to harass people. So it's like on that little Liars forum, I made a couple troll accounts just so I could boost my own thread, It wasn't there to fucking talk shit about anybody or whatever. If I want to talk shit about somebody, I'll do it from my own actual channel, using my face. And that might not be good for sponsors or whatever fucking business relationships in the future. Possibly. But I think that there's a certain amount of, you could call it stupidity, but I think of it as integrita. For being like, look, you have these opinions, fucking say it. Now, Henry Rollins, this comedian / artist, I guess you could call it, I really look up to Henry Rollins because he's a very straight talker, and he has this great quote saying, when I talk about people, especially if I'm going to say something negative about them, I do it with the notion that they are 5 minutes away, and they heard what I said about them, and they're coming to fucking talk to me. So... all this stuff I'm saying, it isn't, like, one of the worst things that I've seen from the Japan YouTube community is that these people will talk shit about somebody on their video, and then they'll be completely nice because they're scared when they go to meet that person in real life. You know what? Like, I didn't have an opinion about Norm before I met him, but now after I've met him and I've seen his growth, I do have an opinion. And if he wanted to talk to me in person, I don't mind either, But anyway, this, again, going back to the forum, it really makes me angry because he comes off like this guy who's really nice, and he's like, "Hi guys, what's up?" And he wants us to have this kind of personal connection to him without sharing anything that's personal about him. And for me, it's like, you guys know about my history with foster care. You guys know about my history with, I don't know, just I've been filming my whole shit since I basically come to Japan. Like, you guys can go back 10 years and work your way up, and you'll see all these little bits and snippets from my life. You can see, like, I don't delete my cringy ass old videos where I'm saying, I don't know, stuff. What did I say? Take doesn't know my channel. Take, say something sexy.
Roll clip.
Roll clip. Bam! There we go. But I don't know. The thing is just like, again, when he makes a video like this, but he's not showing us a real personal side of him, it just comes off like, like I don't really, I don't know. There's something missing there, and I don't like it. Trying to think of what else. Yeah, but so anyway, the Tokyo Rants thing really pissed me off because it proves that, like, he's trying to have this whole, he's basically being a career politician, so to speak. Like, he wants to have this squeaky clean image while harassing people online. Now, I've met people that were from forums, specifically like Japan Circle Jerk on Reddit. I've met only 2 people from that forum in real life, and one of them worked for Google, and one of them worked for the IELTS, basically like the English testing association in Japan. Both of these people have really good jobs, and they have really kind of squeaky clean, squeaky clean public image. So it makes sense that since they can't... それは竹?その音を消してくれないかな?彼の携帯か。OK。なんかマナモードにできるかな?なんかスイッチがあれば。But yeah. The whole point is, though, is that guys with, damn it, I lost my train of thought. So it's like, the whole point is, though, is that, like, if you have this really important public image that you're trying to show that you're this really nice, well-rounded guy who doesn't get angry, but then you're making these accounts to talk shit about people, that's... I understand why you would do it, but I guess I'm lucky, you could say, due to my career choice or my choices in life of where I am right now, is that, I don't know, I feel like I'd rather express myself to you guys right here on my own channel, using my own face, when I have opinions that might not correlate with a mass, basically the majority of people who think that way. I'm going to make another video about how Kyoto Animation got burned down and how I'm angry because that guy, from rumors I heard, the reason why he burnt down that animation studio in Japan that killed like 30 people was because one of the bosses there stole his idea for an anime and they didn't credit him, they didn't give him any money or anything. Now I gotta do some research on that, but if that's the true reason, then that guy killed all those people, but the person who set him off was that guy who stole his stuff and exploited it for money. And so but no one's talking about that in the news right now. So I want to do some research and then make my own conclusion about it and then share that information with you guys online, And I guess the same thing with the Tokyo Lens thing. It's just like, if he did make that sock puppet account, if that was really him, then he's a fucking asshole. Like, he is this guy who's a fucking asshole. And my feelings about being irked, like, it's like when a dog, when like somebody who is an asshole goes and tries to like pet a dog and they like snap at him or bite. Like, that's the same feeling I got when I got to Tokyo Lens. It's like, I respect that he can, collab with all these really nice people and he can get all these sponsorships from all these really legit companies. And he, that he's got really good, he's really obviously into Japanese culture. He loves traveling around Japan. He's associated himself with the culture of playing these fucking instruments and shit. Like, the guy overall, like, he's a really cool dude, but it's just, I can't forget that shit that he did with my GoPro video harassing me on Twitter. And that's why I'm making this video, because fuck you, Norm. That's the thing. Like, if, I just, what? I think that if you're, I have this quote on my Facebook, it's by Tony Soprano, and it says, don't quote me verbatim, but it says, who gives a fuck about somebody who doesn't have the balls to talk shit to your face? And that's exactly it. I just, I wanted to, like, make one video just to be like, hey, this is my opinion. Say that, if I'm wrong, feel free to put it in the comments. I don't care. It's fine, I want to hear. If I'm wrong, I'll accept that I'm wrong. If I'm right, hey, even better, But I wanted to share my opinion about all this. And, I hope you guys enjoyed it, or at least if, it was a way to finish your day. And I don't really like doing drama videos, but I think I might do some drama videos because there's a shitload of vloggers out here in Japan that I'd love to make a long, rambly, critical video about. And I wrote fucking notes on this shit, so trying to not be too rambly here. But anyway, I guess I'm going to end this by saying, don't go and harass him. This is my beef with him, not your guys' beef. If anything, if you guys want to go over and show your love for Papa Tikio, just go to his videos and just massively spam dad to him. Dad, question mark. and he'll know where it came from. but don't go over and write some mean shit on him. Like let him be him. But anyway, with that being said, again, question of the day: what do you think about TokyoLens? Do you like him? Do you not like him? Why? Why not? If you like this channel, do us a favor and smash that like button, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the subscribe bell so you get notified whenever there's a new video coming out. And also, if you really want to go the extra mile, even if you don't want to answer that question, just write us a comment saying, hashtag we love spaghetti, and spaghetti will be very happy down there. And also, don't forget to check out my playlist at the end of this, where you can see every TKO rant I've released up until now. So anyway, with that being said, I love you guys' faces, and I'll see you on Sunday when I'm releasing a vlog about the time I filmed a commercial in Osaka last year during November. So, yep. Stay black. Stay black, Bert. Peace. Dad.